guys, what is up? It's me, Midnight Strike, and remember when I reviewed Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt? Yeah, I kind of alluded to a little bit of a opinion on Super Mario Brothers 3 that I had at the time, but, since then I have picked up two new NES games, Legend of Zelda Gold Cart, and then of course the Super Mario Brothers 3 that I had only played via ROMs. Now this is probably going to be one of those rare occasions, actually only occasion, in this time, that I cover a game from a series more than once in this playlist. So I just kind of wanted to get my opinion out there because, let's see, my collection of games here. This is a great game. This is an awesome game. And in fact, I think I was really wrong and really giving it too much flack for what it really was in my review of Mario Duck Hunt. So while Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt does have a lot of nostalgia for me, technically speaking, in all terms of technicalities, this is the better game. But for me, I know I have a little bit more fun with the game I grew up with, the game I grew up on, but I had only been playing Mario 3 via emulator, and it's a completely different story. So, delving into it, this, unlike Mario 1, is a standalone cartridge, the version that I have anyways. Mario 1 comes in a standard cartridge, but you go through this world map trying to steal back the wands from these Koopalings that turned the kings into animals. And by doing so, you go on this little ship level, and where cannonballs are attacking you practically. But before you get there, you have to journey across 7 different lands in the Mushroom Kingdom, and it's a very cartoony aspect to it. It has a very cartoon shine, and the thing I really want to harp on, the thing I really want to get into is Mario 2, in my mind, was a critical disappointment. I really did not like that game. I know it's not the real Mario 2 by any standards, but even the Mario 2 that was given to Japan, I mean, while it is really fun, all it did was use the same recycled sprites from the first game and add a few new backgrounds. I mean, it was kind of a lazy cash-in a little bit, from what I've played a little bit. And again, that's just my opinion, so take it for what you will, but I do believe that this is the most innovative sequel to Mario, to the first one. And this is really where, this is the true sequel. This is the true Mario 2 in that aspect. So that's pretty much what I consider. It has different graphics, it has more detail in the shading and everything, and it has really awesome music. Not as memorable as the first ones, because, I mean, whenever anyone hears the theme from the first game, you instantly, bam, Mario. So, can't fucking snap. Bam, Mario. There you go. But if you play a few tracks from this one, only, like, maybe fans of the series would really instantly recognize it. But, maybe that's just because it's the first game. But, as for this game, lots of new power-ups, as you can see on the cover even. You get a raccoon suit, Tanuki suit, you can turn into a statue, you get this little boot thing, it's really cool. You also get a swimming suit that makes it easier to swim in the form of a frog. So it's like a frog suit. It's really cool, but you hop on land and you're really slow on land, but you're really fast in the water. It's kind of a really cool strategic element. Like, when do I use these things? Which brings me to my next thing. There's lots of bonuses. You can even go into Toad's house and get certain items, because she'll, I don't know, is Toad a guy, is Toad a girl? I don't know, but the mushroom Toad will give you certain items, let you pick from 3 different chests, and you get that item, and you can use it anytime you want just by pressing B at the world map. It's a really, really innovative technique. I mean, Mario is one of those series that in its early days really set the bar, really innovated, but in my opinion they kind of lost their way after Sunshine. I haven't played Galaxy because I don't own a Wii, but Galaxy might be good. I don't know. Anyways, new Super Mario Brothers just seems like it's kind of just reverting back to the old side-scroller days, so those might be good. But anyways, this is where the cartooniness appeal of Mario today first began. And this is where a lot of the trademark enemies from that series came from, like the Chomp Chomp and the Bomb-Ombs, like those ones that were reused later in Super Mario 64 even, and it's just really innovative. I love how much this sequel innovates from the first one. It's just amazing how much this improves over what was already practically flawless. So, lots of secrets to discover, lots of hidden messages, AVGN even alluded to something really funny about the references to the devil and hell and Satan. I don't really believe that stuff, but I mean, it's just really cool that you can really look into it, look deeper into it, and it's just a fun game altogether. And if you're gonna get this game, get an NES, get the cartridge, get probably all three of these. This one, Mario Duck Hunt, amazing games, practical masterpieces. And I know I probably should have reviewed this a little bit sooner, but I've been really busy for the last few days with work and personal issues and stuff like that, so that's why I haven't gotten to it until now. But overall, the story isn't as straightforward as the first games. I like the first game's story a little bit more because it's more linear. You have an end goal in mind, and you're just traveling across the Mushroom Kingdom to get there. This one, it's a little bit more sporadic, and you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again, especially in the end levels where you're going on the ship and killing all the Koopalings. I mean, it just seems like you're doing practically the same thing over and over again. The castles are really, really vastly different from each other, but my only complaint about it, my only gripe, would probably be the ship levels with the cannonballs. I mean, those ones just seem like you're just traveling to the end, and that's really all there is to do. I mean, it's kind of the same thing until you get to the Koopaling, which, depending on which world you're in, will have different powers. Some fly, some jump in the air, some just, go back and forth. They'll try to get you in many different ways. And, like, even in the castles, the Koopalings are really just vastly different from each other. And it's just a fun time. Like I said before, get the actual cartridge. It's so much better. Actually, the feel of the control in your hand makes all the difference. It did for me. This is a true classic. At the end of the day, though, I can't really decide between these two because while technically this is a better game, this was practically the game of my childhood. I grew up with this thing, and I love it to death. Both of these games are probably going to be in the same category, so I'm going to give Mario 3 the same score that I gave Mario Duck Hunt, a 9.8 out of 10. Amazing title. I love it. Thanks for watching. Keep calm and rock on, guys. This is Midnight Strike. I'm out.